Hello everyone, FudgeNX here. Welcome back to Feed the Beast Infinity Evolves Skyblock Hard Mode, episode 12. We're back, and in between episodes, I built a second water wheel, identical to the first, and I started on a third, but I don't quite have enough materials to make it, so it's kind of half built. It's just a shell right now. But those are pumping out power like crazy, so I moved my sieving. I put the hammer back out. Might as well, right, if you got free power. And just go ahead and grab all this, and I probably don't. Yeah, I'll probably just put the dust in here actually, because otherwise stuff will fall on the ground because I don't have any automatic output. But I moved everything over here, and it's all connected to these. They are nowhere near using all the power that these produce. They're always at 100,000, and these are running full speed. So, yeah, pretty cool. Got the metal former here, the assembly table, pretty cool. And I started moving other stuff out of here, so you notice this whole crafting area is gone. Oh no. I'll show you where it is in a minute. But I need some leather, and so I need cows. That's really the only way. I tried drying rack, that just makes jerky. Who needs jerky? We want cow leather. So the only way I know to get leather, at least early game, is with cows. So build some cow bait. That's just wheat and wheat put together. And you need to put it in grass. So there's a couple things. Put it down. For some reason in Infinity Skyblock it has to be in a water block. They said that's a bug and it's actually fixed if you want to update the pack with the new version of the mod. But if you don't, you just need to put it in a water block. So I just put it here. And it's going to say, oh, this bait will work. That means it has, I think it has to have like 10 blocks of grass around it. It also can't have more than 2 baits in any 5-block area. And it can't have any more than 2 actual cows in a 10-block area. So the cows that I've bred are way over there. And also the player itself has to be 24 blocks away. So I have to go like way over here before that will actually spawn. And it's still a random chance, you know, it'll take a little while for them to spawn. One of them spawned and he was a compressed cow. So I let him over here with some wheat and dropped him in this pen. This is like the most easy, simple pen to create. I can jump out, they can't, and I can just lead them up the staircase. So if you need a quick and dirty pen, really, really fast, just make it like this. Yeah, obviously it's temporary, that's why it's made out of cobblestone. But yeah, I killed him, and 9 baby cows came out of him. It was awesome. So as these guys grow up, I'm just killing them. I'm just harvesting them for their leather. It's pretty harsh, but that's what we got to do, right? So, yeah, we get the leather that we need. And the reason I need leather is for conveyor belts. And I'll show you why in just a little bit. Nothing else has really changed other than just, you know, filling in more of the building blocks. I'm starting to see all of my buildings, well, intended, are looking very gray and identical. So I'm going to need to put some kind of coloring and chiseled blocks in there eventually. But right now they're just... It's more than a placeholder, but less than finished. We'll call it that. And then over here, I've been doing a lot of farming, a lot of agricraft breeding. You can see how many different types of seeds I have. Right now, the latest I'm working on is Brussels sprouts and celery. I can't remember why, but if we look at the sprout seed, we can probably tell. Yeah, I'm making onions. So if I make onions, then I can make my chili pepper, and then I should have everything I need to make my chili for my generators, culinary generator things. So that's pretty cool. And then, whoa, what is that? I built a mob farm. I love building this type of mob farm. It's very like therapeutic because I build the exact same structure every time I build it. It's the same size, the same width, and the same height and everything. Actually, I guess this one's a little different because it's 3 high because it can spawn Enderman. Normally, with this type of mob, it's just, you know, dark rooms up there. 4 dark rooms with channels in the middle. Normally use water to push the mobs into the hole so they can fall down. But I need Endermen, so I can't use water, or they would just teleport out and I'd have Endermen all over my base. So that's why we need the conveyor belts. Hello, creeper. And what's interesting, right now, I've been up in there and with F7 turned on, and there is no spawnable block at all inside that building, but somehow mobs are spawning. So something's lying to me up there with the F7 mode. And so we're going to have to be really careful when we go to place our last conveyor belts. I hope this cow's... Oh, they all grew. Okay. Since they were all the same baby cow, they all grew at once. I did put 1 lapis on here just for a little bit of luck, but, you know, it's not doing much at this point. Let me save one. I'll breed him with whatever hatches out of that other bait. But we got 11 more leather. Awesome. That is a trick. If you put just one piece of lapis, you get luck 1. You know, it's not a ton, but... Oh, this building. This is all new, right? Don't worry, I haven't progressed at all. I've just moved things around and built a few things. So don't worry, all my tech level's still the same. You know, really the only thing we have new is a lot more compressed drawers to store our ores. And yeah, got jerky. I was like, please make leather, and it made jerky. Unfortunately. But yeah, so we've got some storage drawers for all the common stuff. Everything else is kind of in these drawers still. And there's all of that and extra ingots and all our tools. But yeah, so I think the storage area is starting to look pretty decent. It's not going to be a standard rectangle. It's got kind of like a U shape. And down here, there's this like corridor. Oh, hello, Enderman. Is this not tall enough to kill you? Oh, man. I moved it up half a block, or I mean 1 block, so that I could stand here and kill spiders. And it looks like that made it not tall enough to kill Enderman. I was thinking, well, that's not a big problem. I'll just put a spike here. Nope, QED recipe, can't do that. Sorry, hard mode. So I guess we're gonna have to kill our Enderman. So I'll get to that mob farm in just a minute. I want to make the last of our conveyor belts here. So conveyor belts need some redstone. Oops, not 13. And some iron. And we're making the immersive engineering ones. All right, cool. So put all this in here. Am I gonna need gravel? Why do I have so much gravel? Where did I get? Oh yeah, because I pulled it out of the autosave. Okay, so let's head up there. We're gonna have to be really careful because there are mobs falling. For some reason, let's turn F7 on and you can see. Maybe if I've logged out of the server and logged back in, it'll actually update and show me where the spawnable area is. But there's no real map to tell me if there's a mob about to explode on my face, so we're just gonna have to be careful. We don't want to step on the conveyor blocks. See, no spawnable area at all up here, yet somehow mobs are spawning. Weird, huh? All right, so yeah, let's go ahead and put down those 2. Okay. So my thought is that, you know, typical mobs will just kind of wander around up here and then they'll decide, oh, I want to fall down, and then they'll get on that and that'll take them in. So that serves as our water. I mean, I could put more conveyor belts all over this thing and try and push them faster, but the mob farm generates so many mobs, it really don't need it. They're going to fall. I don't think I'll have a problem. So let's go ahead and start getting rid of lights here. Get this room all dark. But yeah, I just put some music on, grab like 15 stacks of cobble, and go to town on this thing. I could probably build it in my sleep. Build it on so many skyblocks. It's what, 8 by 8 up here, and then 3. The channels are 3 wide for symmetry reasons, right? All right. Where else do I have lights here? Where's this light coming from? I don't know. I don't want to fall in. That would be bad. I mean, I know that there's light coming from there and there, but it's almost like there's light over here too. Oh, there it goes. It just took a while to update for some reason. Okay. I wonder if I could put this down without falling down there. There we go. Oops, wrong way. If you hold shift, it goes the other direction. Fine. So if I wanted to place it like towards me, hold shift and place it. There we go. Okay. Oops. So if I don't hold shift, there we go. Who needs 2 pieces of cobble? Not me. And we'll get rid of this light source. Oh, you know what? I bet that glass right there is going to let some light in. I thought it'd be cool to see mobs fall down, but now that I look at it, that's gonna let light in. Huh. Alright. We might have to adjust that. Let's see what kind of returns we get. Alright, she should be nice and dark in there. Maybe we could just get rid of glass for just a little bit. That might keep it dark enough. Nope, not. That's not what I wanted there. Oops. I'm gonna put one there now. I'm gonna have to get rid of it. Okay, that should be pretty decent. Let's drop down and see what our returns are. And I'll show you the collection method. So I should be far enough away now that they should spawn. And there's our first zombie. Goodbye. Maybe step back a little bit. Come on. It was running at faster speeds when there was lights up there. It still seems like there's a light source somewhere there. Anyway. So, at least we've got passive mob killing, spawning and killing now. Hostile mobs, passive spawning. This is a transfer node, and I've put 2 world interaction upgrades in there, so that gives it a radius of 2. I'm not sure if it'll reach all the way to this wall. I'll come back in a little bit. Oh, no, it looked like it had no problem there. 1 was not enough. 2 definitely. Whoa, hello, spider. 2 is plenty to get pretty much all the things. And right now they're just going into a chest. So here's everything it's collected so far. And unfortunately, it looks like we're going to have to manually kill Enderman. But there's our mob farm. Sweet. Now we have bones. I can continue farming. That was kind of my limiting factor there, as I ran out of bone meal. So couldn't really farm anymore. Okay, well that's that. We spent almost more than half the episode on just updating that. Oh, hello cows. You spawned? Okay. Do we have any wheat here already? Yep, we do. So they have a chance to spawn baby cows or adult cows when that bait completes, or when it actually triggers. But here's how you get them in the pen. You just kind of bring them over and drop them in. Oh, hey, come down here. There you go. And they're too stupid to jump out. Sweet. All right, well, let me think about what's next. Ah, dang you, spider. All right, guys, in the last part of this episode, I'm going to do a few comments. Leomist says, I missed one of his comments, and I think I saw it, I just didn't read it. Recommends I start my pure Certus quartz crystal right now. And I think we saw that in the tips, right? If we look in the guide and we look at time gates, this is pure Certus quartz crystal needed for the inscriber will take 16 hours real life time to create. Wow, that's a lot of time. And I don't run on a server, so this is not running all the time. I might have to let it run all the time. But yeah, let's get that started. I was figuring, well, you know, it's 16 hours, but I could just get crystal growth accelerators, right? And so I looked at their pattern. Well, they're not bad. You know, nothing taking pure yet. Quartz, no, nothing there. This is all good. I mean, I can use regular flux crystals, right? So, yeah, it seems. Oh, well, I do need charge. So can I build a charger? Yeah. Okay, everything looks good now, but I need to get power into the AE system, right? So there's 2 modes. One is the ME controller. Holy, are you kidding? Galgadorian and Scenarium. Okay, never mind. Skip that for a little while. And the other way is the energy acceptor. Okay, I guess we're not going to be in AE for a while. And we're not going to be able to power an inscriber for a while, which means we have to go the old-fashioned way. They've completely blocked it out for us. So let's look at this pure Certus quartz crystal. And it's going to say we need a Certus quartz dust and sand into a puddle of water. So Certus quartz dust, do I have any? I can make it. Let's use this one. let's make like, how many inscribers are we gonna make? Like 4? Yeah, so let's make 4 of these right now. Just get them all going. And we'll mix that with 4 pieces of sand. Oh, okay. Gonna go the old-fashioned way because I don't feel like running over to my farm to get that one. Alright, so there and there. Oh, I need dust, so we've got to grind it down. Should we go with an ME grinder? Might as well. So, the grinder... Oh my goodness, nothing's easy in this game. This is cobblestone, smooth stone, surge quartz crystal, and an iron gear. So give me 4 iron. And 3 more of you guys. And some smooth stone and some cobble. Let's go make a gear. Oops, I just smashed my farm. All right, so we gotta get that going. Get a gear. The other thing I would like to make, and it mentions this in the tip as well as something you'll need soon, is a what's this thing called? Not a rolling machine, not a steam oven, not a blast furnace. Rock crusher, there it is. Rock crusher, I need what? 3 by 6. 12 of these, so I need 3 crafts, so that's 12 diamonds. I actually don't have enough diamonds or enough steel. So in between episodes, I'm going to be trying to get enough diamonds and steel to get this going for next time. That's the plan. All right, are you melted? Come on. Oh. It sucked it up before I could grab it. Sprint, please. Okay, so it was something like that and that. I think these were down here. There we go. Grindstone. What's the stick recipe? Has that changed? Applied Nunergistics. No, enter. The stick. Treated 6, but okay, so a little bit different. Creosote. Out of creosote. Come on. It's weird, like 6 of them will stack and the 7th one won't. Oh, I guess there was only enough for 6. Watch me be out of wood. Oh. Don't have enough for 6, but that'll get us going. Okay, well that was interesting. New recipe. Let's just put this down over here and put that in there. And we'll crank that up. Crank it, crank it, crank it. A little bit more. Don't want to break the stick. A little bit. There we go. Okay, so 4 sand, 4 surge quartz dust makes, 2 seeds. I guess I made some extra. And I need to put these in water. And one thing cool about these, oops, just plant that there, is they don't disappear. Like normally, let's have some milk right here. Normally, if you leave something out, right, it disappears. These have some kind of special code in them, so they don't disappear. So let's just throw them in there. 16 hours later, we'll have something. Wow. Okay. Cool. Oh, man, look at all these spiders. Oh, and everything's falling out the side. Oh, great. Goodness, goodness. Might have to do something about that. If anyone knows another solution to killing mobs other than a Well, that's easy. That's early game, right? Stuff that I actually have access to, let me know. But let's see how this is doing. Oh, brilliantly. Enderman head even. That's our first ender pearl. But that is getting a lot of stuff, especially like the bones of the ender pearls. That's about all that's really useful. Okay, back to comments. Let's see. Hold on. Sverd says, trust the advice, use shiny shears. There's not much use for platinum. You're right, but you probably commented before you saw my amazing hatchet with silk touch. That has no durability. He recommends IC2 windmills if we get them up at Y156. They're 150 EU or 600 RF. That sounds pretty dang good. We might have to make a windmill. And he says, also look into solars. Keep the good work. Thank you. Leon Schumacher says, do their main smelter run out of lava often? Not really. I mean, I put in 40 sacks of cobble, and it processed all of that. So I just manually run some lava over whenever it needs it. Mr. Grimm says to increase the rate of seared stone smelt compressed cobble. That would have been handy. I wish I would have known about that. Because I waited for a long time to get all that seared stone. So note to anyone else playing the game, if you want seared stone, smelt compressed cobble instead. He thinks if you shear the cactus, you get a better chance. And I didn't know that. Shears actually serve that purpose. On some things, when you break, you like right-click on the crop, you get like the harvested version or something. But if you shear it, you get the main version. So that works on cactus and a few other things. What else? Rupert asks if I'm going to finish Obscurity. I thought I finished Obscurity. Maybe not. SDK Hook says, High Oven doesn't make alloys. You're right. And I might make a High Oven eventually, but my smeltery looks pretty dang cool, that room, with all the smelteries. What else? Oh, yeah. Thiago. Good old ICT with overcomplicated recipes. Why do I get the impression you'll have a large automated 10-10-10 or seed farm will make gravel, sand dust obsolete? Flashback to Green Skies. Yeah, that was a good pack, and with regrowth we had that 10-10-10 stuff, and so we really never worried about ores again. I like the ex nihilo method of getting ores, so I'll probably keep that going. I'll have an automated system to run gravel and sand and dust through, but we might get some seeds as well. Spellcheck's awesome. He retweets every single tweet I put out on my videos. So thank you, Spellcheck, for doing that. Bartime USL. There we go. Oh, Bartimus. There we go. It says breaking leaves with hatchets doesn't take durability because you instantly break them. Not really. It's not instant unless you have high speed. If you have an iron hatchet, it won't be instant, and it'll still be no durability. AMS nodes making concrete's useful. Concrete, your speed is increased. Yeah, sounds good. Might put some concrete around if we want to run faster. Robert Banks is trying to answer that issue we had a couple episodes back where it seemed like we had infinite power generating in our things. He says the actual immersive engineering wires have and connectors have a buffer inside them internally. So that's probably where their power was. Let's see what else. Night Song says to refresh our casting channels when they get stuck, we need to right click on them to disconnect and reconnect. I've tried that. It doesn't seem to work all the time. And let's see. What else? Ice Dragon says graduate from Survivor's Generators. We didn't use them long, man. Just a couple episodes. And remember, I progress a little bit slower because I want to show everything except for boring parts. So you might have seen other YouTubers that get rid of Survival's Generators, and by episode 4, that probably means they just cut out a ton. You kind of have to use them for a while. And Leomis says, just to be different, you could do a whole room full of Survival's Generators. So we got competing comments. One guy wants us to get rid of them. One guy just have a room of them. We'll see. I don't know. There's not a lot of power options, unfortunately. And it seems like you always go down into nuclear reactors. Everything always heads there just because of the amount of RF they can generate. you kind of push that way. I liked the old days of having what were those things? You had the nuclear reactor, but then you had the fusion reactor, the big Buildcraft fusion reactor, and then the particle accelerator reactor and all that kind of stuff. Those were the fun days when power generation for that kind of RF was, or EU in that case, was difficult. Okay, so yeah, next time, guys, we're going to work on that Rowcraft rock crusher and maybe try to start moving some of that power over into some of our other buildings. I'm going to use this side to start doing some ore processing automatically. So we'll take in cobble from there, we'll bring it in here, we'll process it into gravel and sand and dust, hammer it down, sieve it up, and then send the dust back over to our smelteries. So we're going to have a lot of wires running around. What's an ender chest in this game? Because we might need it. I was like, oh yeah, we just get applied to energistics and move stuff around. And yeah, that's not going to happen. Ender chest. Difficult or not difficult? Crushed obsidian, we can get that. Wool, iron chests. Take frame. Oh, shoot. Okay, well, we know what we're working towards. More assembly table crafting patterns. Guys, if you liked the episode, hit the like button. If you want to see more, subscribe to my channel. And I'll see you guys next time for Feed the Beast. No, it's not obscurity. Feed the Beast. No, it's not insanity. Feed the Beast Infinity Evolved Expert Skyblock with Funshine X. Catch you later. Bye.